Hey guys, it's Courtney King with King Realty. I've got two Rugrats with me right here. Where are you going? Nowhere. I've got my brother and sister with me. So today we're talking about something that I realize is very painful to some landlords, and it doesn't have to be. And that is how you can prepare for an upcoming vacancy. So a tenant gives their notice, hey, we're moving out. And what are the steps that you can take? Because all the time we have clients that a vacancy comes up, I take a video for them, show them the condition of the property, note what items we need to do to get the property ready for the next tenant. And sometimes it is painful, like a make ready. Let's say they get a $8,000 make ready because a tenant destroys the property. That's not necessarily always what happens, but if you factor in how long a tenant has been in a property, if you factor in how much money you've spent on a property over the years, if you're not really putting much money into the property, then those vacancies that come up can be a little bit of a challenge. So a couple of things that we do to prepare for upcoming vacancies. Number one is do a walkthrough. So we do typically annual walkthroughs of properties. Sometimes it's a little bit more frequent depending on the owner and the property. But on top of that, when somebody gives notice, we'll do a walkthrough. And I tell even our tenants this, that if we do a walkthrough now, I can tell you exactly what you need to do when you move out so that you can get your deposit back. It makes the landlord's job a lot easier when a full deposit can be returned, because that means they left it move-in ready for the next tenant. So that's what we do first, is do a walkthrough, okay? On top of that, we also send the tenant a very thorough, I think it's like 5-page letter that outlines room by room what they need to do before they move out. Cleaning, carpet cleaning, touch up paint, all of those types of things, right? So not only do they have my feedback from the inspection, but they also have that very detailed letter, which they can use as a checklist as they're kind of preparing for their move, okay? So those two things I found really help tenants understand your expectation of how they need to leave the property, and also give them tidbits and almost motivation to leave the property in a really good condition so that you can get it re-rented quickly, but they also can get their deposit back. But let's say you do those things and they still don't leave the property in the most ideal condition. It happens, okay? That's part of the game. So number one, keep your cool. Don't raise your blood pressure. Number two, you do a final accounting and you assess any charges to the tenant's deposit that are beyond normal wear and tear. And so we do that for our clients. This is a step that's very, very crucial because there are some time-sensitive deadlines that you have to meet in order to just be in compliance with the law. So do that final accounting, charge their deposit for anything that's beyond normal wear and tear, and then just keep it moving. So in an ideal world, your tenant turnover, your make ready is going to be pretty light. Standard things that you have to do anyway is rekey, test all the smoke detectors. Sometimes it's landscaping, sometimes it's carpet replacement. It all depends on the property. But guys, if we're really stepping our game up or continuing to do so, it's important that you don't wait until the tenant moves out to get into the property, to put money back into the property. I found that our clients that take our advice in terms of improving the property over time, or reinvesting some of their proceeds into the property, generally have lower cost make readies when those tenants move out. And that kind of goes back to other videos that I've made time and time again about bulletproofing a property, making it virtually indestructible so that those make ready costs are as minimal as possible. But are you gonna have zero make ready costs? No. I mean, given the fact that you have to rekey a property after every tenant, you may have some small costs, but again, those are tax deductions. So I think it's all about keeping it in perspective, providing the tenant with a good idea of what you expect of them when they move out. And then just keeping in mind that it is a business and it's not personal. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, comment below. I've got some more awesome things in store that I've been working on that's particularly of interest for for sellers, but also for people that want to add value to the homes that they live in. So stay tuned. More information is coming. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye. Say hi. Now he wants to get in.